Hey guys, this is Kim. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas holidays and Happy New Year. I thought I would make a video just to give you guys some updates about what I've been up to and also some of the stuff I'll be putting out and also just, talk about the new year and stuff like that. So last month, so I realized I've been slightly inactive since November. It was because I was going through a family crisis and everything was really intense. I just didn't have the time to put out a lot of content, but I'm back on track and I'm getting back on my groove and I'll be putting out lots of new stuff this year. Gonna keep going with the tarot story series. I just did the Suit of Wands. I'm gonna do the Swords and Axe. I already have all the outline. I'm gonna film it as soon. Maybe I will film it after this video, like right after. So you're gonna see me wearing the same shirt. Anyhow, I'll keep doing the tarot story series. So that's probably gonna be hopefully finished in the next 5 or 6 months. I'm also thinking of putting on an ebook, another one which is more text heavy and text oriented about the major arcana or just about the tarot stories. So that might be coming out. And I also want to work on a lot of tarot writing stuff. So that's definitely something I want to pursue more this year. And speaking of writing, I'm also thinking of writing a novel. I actually have a lot of short stories I've been meaning to write, and they're all sort of spiritually themed, so that might be happening as well. So lots of projects I want to be doing this year, and I might not be doing the monthly readings anymore, just because I don't enjoy them as much as if I'm doing like a tarot story, or I'm not compared to like if I'm actually writing or if I'm actually putting out content about how I perceive tarot or how I interpret tarot or how you could study tarot. So I enjoyed those videos more, and the monthly videos I gave them a shot and they were super fun, but probably won't be doing them anymore just because they were so time consuming and I didn't really get a lot like kick out of them. But I'll be putting out lots of tarot spreads and actually revise the monthly spread, so I might just do one just for the sake of the new year, but probably won't be doing that on a regular basis just because it just wasn't that fun for me. But thank you for those of you who watched my monthly forecast videos. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciated your comments, and I know some of you look forward to checking out like the monthly video. Yeah, so that was a good experience, but like I said, moving forward I'll be putting out more content based videos. So there we go. And speaking of the new year, since I'm making like a new year video, I thought I would talk about, in this new year, we're probably doing a lot of goal setting, we probably have a lot of projects in mind, we probably have new directions that we want to take our lives towards. So I thought I would sort of give you some ideas that I have about how you can sort of embrace the new year and ways in which you could be productive in the new year. I actually just wrote a blog post about how to be productive in 2017, so you can go check that out. I'm gonna talk about some of the points in there in this video, but I'm also gonna talk about threshold mapping. So it's a concept that I came up with to describe this process that I go through every year. So it's a system that uses or taps into the concepts of gamifications, drawing elements from the game. For example, like improving your life means leveling up your life. You would defeat bosses, and these bosses could represent the goals that you set that you have to defeat and overcome. For example, you want to lose weight, or you want to complete the word count for your novel, or you want to get that job promotion or something like that. So those could be bosses, those could be quests that you go on to. So basically using terminologies from a game, RPG, or a fantasy, tropes from a fantasy story, so that kind of thing. Basically using concepts of gamification and using your imagination and creativity to make organizing your life fun. And that's what I've been doing. I'm making a YouTube video. You just disrupted my flow. Go away!
You can always edit.
I know, but can you leave, please? You're in the scene.
Bloopers.
No. Come on, man. Leave. So where was I? Yes, threshold mapping as a productivity system. Okay, so that's threshold mapping, it's kind of like a branch or like a minor sort of system that branches off from this bigger sort of system that I haven't come up with a name yet, but I'm tentatively calling it Imaginarium, or something to do with imagination, or Imagine Your Life, or something like that. Because like I said before, the idea is you use your imagination and creativity to create metaphors for the different aspects of your life, and figuratively address these different aspects and areas of your life, making it really fun, kind of rewording everything and presenting it, to yourself, right, in the language that speaks to you. That makes it really fun. So this really relies on, for this system to work and for threshold mapping to work, it really relies on having like a central metaphor for your life. So what I found was having a central metaphor for your life. For example, you can say life is like a tree and everything is about growth, or life is about a race, it's about achievements and measurable achievements, and also like positive competitions, and being very driven and that kind of stuff. So I found that having a central metaphor for my life really helps me ties everything together, instead of compartmentalizing, separating my lives into like career or this interest or that interest or family or something. It's sort of connected. It having like a metaphor sort of ties everything together by language, because for me, I'm a very spiritual person, so everything kind of has a spiritual like background. I never really separated my life into different categories anyway. It's always just been underlying, like, did I learn something from this? How can I gain wisdom from this experience? How can I grow as a person? So that's sort of my way of looking at my life, and having a metaphor will help you voice that better, or help you express some of the things that you've gained or the progress you've made much better. Because what I found was having a central metaphor, having a way to organize your life, having a language or personalized language instead of vocabulary for your life, helps you be more connected and helps you address your different areas in your life in a more holistic way. And I think it really helps your personal sense of purpose and your personal sense of progress, because how you measure progress, if you measure progress, if progress can be conveyed with this metaphor, some aspects of this metaphor. For example, if your metaphor is a tree, then progress would be growth. So any kind of growth would be considered progress. So in this way, you are giving your life more value. You're giving your life more meaning by recognizing the things that that really matter to you, and also incorporating them through creative language and imagination, incorporating more into your life, as in like you're consciously recognizing more, you're noticing them more, you're using them as markers to plan the next step of your life, that kind of thing. Okay, so that is a really long-winded explanation of what that is. It's a system I'm still working on, but basically it's about imagination and gamification. So threshold mapping it's more context specific. It's basically a process or system that helps you go through a transition in life. So in this case, what's relevant now is the transitions between years, like yearly transitions. They're going from 2016 to 2017. So this really could apply to any kind of transitions, your a relationship ending, or a new relationship starting, a new job, relocating, starting a new family. So any kind of activities or any sort of event that would be considered a transition, you can sort of apply the concepts of threshold mapping, and you can sort of get yourself together and something like that. So threshold mapping has 3 parts, and it's basically divided into like past, present, future, just like the good old 3-card spread. And with each section, then there's like specific things that you can do. So I'm just gonna give you like an overview, because it's really the idea is really like it's not encompassable. I don't know if that's the word, but yeah, it's not. I can't really fit all of it into this video, but I just kind of want to show you what I've been working on. So past, basically, it's a process of self-reflection and evaluating the lessons you've learned, the milestones you've achieved, recognizing the things that happened, and kind of just processing your experiences. So for if you're doing this for, you know, like a yearly transition, it could be like, so what have you accomplished in 2016? What were the key lessons? What were the key challenges? Kind of just outlining your story of 2016 and kind of just getting like a really good grasp of it. And you move on to the present part, and I call it the hero status report, and this is one of my favorite part. So this really draws from the concept of gamification, because you know, in a lot of RPG games, like role-playing games, or you know, the kind of games where you play a character and you go through a story and maybe you battle some bosses and monsters, that kind of thing. I call this a hero status report because you know, in those games you would usually have a chance to personalize your avatar, or you would have the chance to really personalize your character. You could upgrade their gadgets, you could buy new weapons, and then they can change weapons, and you could buy new shoes, or you know, you can customize your character and upgrade your character with the different accessories that are available throughout the game. So if you're a gamer or you're familiar with the concept of gaming, this will probably be super easy for you, but this is kind of just my way of basically getting you, or just kind of getting whoever, you know, whoever wants to do this, I guess, to create an avatar or a heroic avatar for yourself. So I want to emphasize that you are the hero of your story, and that's why it's called a heroic avatar. It's called hero status report. So the point of this is you're figuring out what's your personal brand of heroism, like what makes you a hero, because there are so many different kinds of hero. And then you know, this translates to, like, I think in life there are certain people who with certain sort of ways of succeeding in life that we kind of look up to, but it really comes down to how we define success. And so how do you define success? What does it mean to be a heroic person in your own life? So kind of just figuring out what's unique about you, what are your unique strengths that will help you move forward, and what are the specific things that are unique to you that empowers you. So this is all about connecting with your own sense of empowerment and what works for you. So yeah, so this, when you do this, it's sort of like you identify your hero passes, what are some of the innate abilities that you have. You identify your tragic flaw as a hero, you know, what brings you down, and what's like that quality that sort of defines you as a hero but also makes you fail as a hero. Because for me, I believe our strengths and weaknesses are just two sides of the same coin. It's just the innate qualities that we have, but when we use it in the wrong context, or when there's like an overflow or a lack, then that becomes problematic. But I feel like those are just qualities that we have, and we need to accept them and know how to, I don't want to say manage, but kind of just approach it from a place of understanding and know how to navigate through your personality, so you can make the best out of everything. Yeah, so the third section is obviously the future. I call this section the North Star. So this is really where you connect with your sense of purpose, and basically you're planning for the future, but you're planning it in a way that's not quantitative, but it's more qualitative, if that makes sense. It's more like you're not saying that, oh, in this year I'm gonna make like a 6-figure income, but it's more like you're setting a purpose, or you're setting like a purpose statement or like a mission statement that's more open, that's kind of allows the universe to bring you the things that will help you achieve those things, or help you achieve those feelings. So I think this is kind of aligning with Daniel Laporte's desire mapping. It's more about how you want to feel and what you want to achieve emotionally and spiritually. So that's, instead of like fixating yourself on really narrow, like really like goals that can only end one way, and it's kind of like if you fail that goal, you fail your entire year, or you fail everything. So I personally find that kind of limiting. So I feel like you should set a goal, or set a vision or a purpose for the year that allows more possibility. So for example, like you can say, I want to be more present in my relationships. So that could be kind of vague. So it could be like, I want to figure out more ways to physically participate in my relationships, especially when it comes to my kids or my family, that kind of thing. So that allows so many more, like, it's like a more inclusive but somewhat specific umbrella that allows more things to happen. Like there's a spectrum of possibilities where you could feel fulfilled underneath that mission statement or purpose. So I feel like you shouldn't restrict yourself with just this one super limiting goal for the year. I feel like those kind of more physical goals are good for short term. Like for example, like if your big goal is to feel more abundant, then your monthly goal could be like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, get a financial budget planner, and then the first day is like set it up and then make the dividers and stuff like that. So those are, you know, smaller steps that you can take to achieve that goal. But I feel like those kinds of goals shouldn't be your year goal, because that's just gonna make you like, you know, I feel like you can't catch your breath if you set like a really specific goal like that. But yeah, anyhow, that's just my 2 cents. And you might have a different way of doing things, but this is kind of my ideal threshold mapping. So I'm going to be talking more about that and on my blog, and also like I'm probably going to make a video as well, just because it's a really exciting thing that I want to share. Yeah, so stay tuned. Okay, so that was a really quick video. I think this video is probably gonna be 15 to 20 minutes, even though I didn't intend for it to be that long. It just kind of got to where it was. It just kind of got to where it is. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the update, and I hope you're excited about some of the projects that I'm putting forward. I'm super excited about them. I feel lots of creative energy coming in since it's the new year, so I'm just riding this bandwagon, this creative bandwagon. And I might be putting out some music stuff. I'm not like a super good singer, but I do enjoy singing, and I like singing silly things with my ukulele. So you might hear some tarot themed songs on my ukulele. Just because this is one of my goals this year as well. I just kind of want to keep practicing this instrument and improve on it. Right now my skills are pretty basic. I know how to do some basic chords, and I can play like a Maroon 5 song, but you know, but it takes practice. So this is something I want to be doing more. So just lots of creative stuff coming, and I hope you enjoy it. And yeah, so that's about it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more good stuff. Oh, and I'm probably also going to be doing a video about my new planner that I set up, so I'm going to do a flip through probably, and also, anyway, just lots of good stuff coming out. Stay tuned, and I love you, bye. Yeah, this is like, I should have a new video ending, like, this just kind of became a thing, I don't know why. But yeah, see you later. Shh. No bloopers. Leave my room right now. Leave. Okay, well, I need to get my notes out anyway, so. Okay, so where is my threshold now?